is Niharika and welcome to a new lesson. Today we're going to talk about phobias. Now what exactly is a phobia? Well, phobia is an irrational fear of some things or some situations which are definitely harmless but can be dangerous at times, right? So that's what is phobia, which is irrational fear. And now phobia is a noun, okay? And the person who possesses some kind of fear, okay, would be called as phobic, okay? So the moment you add the letter C, phobic, okay, that would be an adjective. Right? So we are going to look at different types of phobias, okay? There are several, but I'm just going to cover some of the most common phobias that usually people possess, right? Now the first one that we have for you is Nyctophobia. And Nyctophobia is fear of darkness. Now, this is one of the most common phobias among children, but I also know that there are too many adults who are also scared of darkness. You know, at times they just can't bring themselves to enter a dark room or a dark space, right? So that means that they have a fear of darkness or fear of night, and the correct word would be nyctophobia. So if a person is scared of darkness, you can call him as nyctophobic, okay? Now we have another one for you, that's acrophobia. Acrophobia is also one of the most common phobias, which is fear of height. So acrophobia is fear of heights. Now there are people who are extremely scared of heights. The moment they're exposed to high-rise buildings, the moment they are maybe on a 20th floor or maybe on the 35th floor, they are so scared. Now it's a little different from vertigo because I have heard people saying, oh, I have vertigo. Like, it doesn't mean that they're scared of heights. It's a complete different word. It is. Now, vertigo is a disease. It's basically the dizziness. The moment you look down from a raised height, it's the dizziness that is caused, which is called as vertigo, okay? So, acrophobia is different from vertigo. Vertigo is a disease, okay? It's a spinning sensation, whereas acrophobia is fear of heights, okay? So, there are many people who are really scared of heights. And if you are one, then you are acrophobic, okay? Then we have agoraphobia. Now, agoraphobia is it's a fear of being in open spaces or really crowded places like the malls or like the airports and the stations, okay? Where a lot of crowd, like there's an anxiety that you go through. It's like a panic attack, okay? So that's what is agoraphobia. So once you're exposed to these open spaces, and which are extremely crowded. Okay, so that's when you really feel that anxiety, the panic attack. This means that you are agoraphobic, right? Okay, then we have arachnophobia. It's one of the most common phobias among girls, okay? It is fear of spiders. Now, forget about spotting a spider. Even the sight of a spider web can make these girls scream, cry, and excessively sweat, right? They're so scared. Even a picture of a spider makes people really scared, okay? So that's what is arachnophobia, right? This means that you have fear of spiders, right? Now, we also have bathophobia. Now, bathophobia is basically fear of death. Okay, now there are many people who are really scared of going maybe deep down the pool, or even the stairways, or even in deep caves, you know. They again feel, they get this panic attack, or they're really uneasy and uncomfortable, and those people are bathophobic. Okay, so I hope you got these phobias. Let's have a look at some more phobias. Now here I have some more phobias for you. We have claustrophobia. Claustrophobia is also one of the most common phobias that I have come across, especially people who have the fear of entering a closed and enclosed space. You know, there are people who are extremely scared of entering an elevator, or a very closed room, a very small room, or even basements, you know. So people get really nervous getting into such closed rooms where there's no ventilation, and then they are called as claustrophobics. Okay, so that's where it is, claustrophobia, when you have fear of getting into enclosed rooms. We also have iatrophobia. Well, this is fear of visiting doctors. So iatrophobia is fear of visiting the doctors. Now it sounds a little funny, but trust me, I do know people who are really scared of visiting the doctors, and they are called as iatrophobics. Now there are various reasons to it. There are so many people who are really intimidated by doctors, or any past incidents which has really disturbed the person would really scare him to visit the doctors the next time. Okay, so they are called as iatrophobics. Okay, then we have gamophobia. I feel that this is a real funny one. Gamophobia is fear of marriages. Okay, so it's fear of marriages, or even fear of commitments. I do feel it's more socially created fear, okay? But yes, there are people, there are men, there are women who are so scared of getting into a commitment, who are so scared to get married. Again, various reasons for it. I hope if you have watched the movie Runaway Bride, where Julia Roberts is the one who is gamophobic. Well, every time she decides, she chooses a man and she's like, oh my God, I'm in love with this man and I'm gonna marry him. But eventually she runs away from her own wedding. So this means that she is gamophobic, right? So I hope you are not among gamophobics. Let me know if you are. Then we have xenophobia. Xenophobia is fear of strangers, or fear of foreigners. Now, many people do get intimidated talking to strangers. They get really tongue-tied if they come across any strangers or even foreigners, okay? At times, there are people who are a little racist, okay? So they are also called as xenophobics. The reason because they have this fear, a fear of suspicion towards strangers or foreigners. So they are xenophobics. So if you like traveling, please do work on your xenophobia, okay? Because that's when you are going to meet strangers and you are going to meet people from various countries, right? And the last one that I have for you is phasmophobia. Now, the most common one, I guess I do too. I am a phasmophobic. Phasmophobia is the fear of ghosts. Now, there are people who are extremely scared of these evil spirits and ghosts. They try and avoid going to any secluded places in the night or even the graveyards because they are so terrified of this ghost. Okay, I am too. And maybe that's why I'm a little scared of entering a dark room too. So this means that I am not scared of darkness, but honestly, I am scared of ghosts. So I am a phasmophobic, right? So these are the different phobias that usually people possess. Okay, I hope you got it, and the next time you talk about it to your friends about your fear, you know what exact term you need to use. That brings me to the end of this lesson. Now it's time to take a test. What you can do is, there's a link in the description below. Click on it, go ahead, take a test, and let me know how much did you score, so that I know how well you understood this lesson. Till then, I'll see you soon. Take care. Have a great day.